My name is Chris James. I'm with Crestline Paving Excavating. We're a heavy highway contractor based in Toledo, Ohio. We're fortunate to be celebrating our 45th anniversary this year, established in 1974. We're real proud of that. The company was started by my father and a partner of his at the time, who is actually still a current employee of ours, a testament to the kind of people that it took to make a successful company. I'm second generation, actually have some third generation sons involved in the company and hope to keep the ball rolling, so we're real proud of that. We started out in '74. Primarily my dad did asphalt parking lots, small site development. It was, I guess, the 1984, 83, 84 where we got into the underground utility business, and that helped to really spur some growth. So it enabled us to open up and do a lot of site projects and self-perform the majority of the work on the road reconstruction, the type of work that we focus on. We also do asphalt milling and obviously the resurfacing, auger boring. For the last 15 years or so, have been in the recycling, concrete and asphalt recycling business, which has helped us. That actually started just as a way for us to dispose of in an environmentally friendly way some of the waste materials and stuff from our projects, and really took off to become quite a good business as far as other customers coming in, other contractors and so on and so forth. The area of work that we concentrate on mostly is in northwest Ohio, a little bit of southeast Michigan, and we found by doing so we can really control the quality of work and build a lot of long-term relationships with our clients. So as long as that workload is strong in our area, that's I think what we're going to continue to do. I'd say our first experience with Komatsu equipment was back in the mid-1980s, around '84, when my father purchased his first two pieces of Komatsu equipment, two dozers. There was a Komatsu D65P and a D65E, and it was those two machines were workhorses over the years. They did a lot of work, a lot of heavy pushing with those dozers, and I think that was the first. Was the key to selling us on the quality of Komatsu equipment. And that was also the start of a very long-lasting relationship with Columbus Equipment, which we still have to this day. And then I would say it was around 1987 that we purchased our first Komatsu excavator, and that was a PC 400. Was very impressed with the smoothness of the Komatsu excavators, and the reliability of them, and we have since purchased about 5 PC 400s. So we started purchasing Komatsu loaders. I think our first loader was a W300 and a 320, and then since then we've got 470, a 480, which we use those two machines out at the recycling facility, high capacity. And then our 270s and 200s loaders we use on a lot of our pipe jobs and just all around for loading out. They're very versatile, very smooth working machine. We have also since purchased a couple more Komatsu dozers, which have proved to be just as equally as reliable and user-friendly for our operators. I remember my father telling me back years ago when we were talking about the relationship with Columbus Equipment, and like I said, his first interaction was back in the mid-'80s with a salesman by the name of Gary Norman, and he just talked how Gary was pounding him on his doorstep, saying we really want to get one of these dozers out on your project, and it was a D65. And I don't think Komatsu at the time was as prevalent as it is today, and so it took a lot of coercing. So my dad was old school, and if he had something set in his mind, that's what he was going to stick with. But Gary was he just kept pounding away, and finally they put him out on a project and put it head to head with some competition, And that's really all it took at that point. It was pretty convincing, to the point that he ordered, 2 new D65s. And like I said, we can't say enough. They were around, when I first started. And actually, we've still got one like out to the recycling facility. Yeah, it's not out there doing production anymore. It's put in 35 years of service, so it's pretty impressive. But it's a nice backup, and it's I think a testament to the quality and the reliability of Komatsu equipment. The thing about the Komatsu and our relationship with Columbus Equipment has been, they're always there for us. When we have an issue, I don't care what manufacturer it is, you're going to have issues. And really what it boils down to is the service that you get from your dealer. And I don't care what piece of equipment it is, what brand, how reliable it is. If you don't have the back of your dealer and the local dealership to take care of you when you have those issues, they become very expensive on the project and cost you a lot of downtime. So a lot of the decisions we make in buying our equipment are based upon that level of customer service. It's very, very important. And some of the key elements of the Komatsu equipment with the Comtrax and a lot of that telemetrics that has helped us over the years to diagnose issues on the spot and just keep good tabs on the equipment and how it's operating and try to get a jump on if there is a problem and addressing it before it becomes a bigger problem. And so, like I said, I can't speak enough about the relationship and the quality of service that we get out of Columbus Equipment. Luke Matheson, since coming on board, has just been tremendous as far as being there when we need something, and when he says he's going to do something, whether it be something as simple as getting a price on a piece of equipment or trying to get that work the best deal, or just there when we have an issue, and making sure that if we're dealing with the service department and it's really important to get this piece back, he's going to put the extra pressure on him to try to get that machine going as quickly as possible.